Alright, chat. Alright, guys. It's finally time. We are doing the 7.5 review. This will be about 3 different parts. So first, we would like to just take a peek at Spirit Blossom Return event. I really want to check the rewards. And well, that's actually a pretty broad question. So back in the day when we were doing Spirit Blossom event, we got a lot of rewards. We got a lot of superior chests, and I just checked the wiki, and wiki, well, doesn't have any information about the returning event rewards. So I gotta check them. Just a bit. Then the second part we will read patch notes, and then we will read Zoe. I didn't want to do review yesterday, like on 5th, on 6th of May, because I really wanted to see Constellation, Zoe's Constellation and Zoe's champion level upgrades at the same time. Well, they are just not posted on patch notes. That's why I just wait for champion to be released. And then, in the last part, I already did a daily quest. Like I woke up in the middle of the night, because my cat was not doing alright. And I did daily quest. And I already noticed one huge difference. Like, it's a nice one. It's a quality of life, and one nerf was reverted, so I don't know if that's a bug or a feature that's undocumented. We will know next patch, but as of right now, who knows. So what we got? We got Spirit Blossom event returns. And as far as I can tell, I've already been doing the YouTube stuff when Spirit Blossom event was in the game. That's like actually exactly when I started doing the YouTube. Right now we're still deciding, so I have Spirit Blossom Kindred and Spirit Blossom Ari leveled. We're still deciding whom to level. Should it be Master Yi, Yasuo, Evelynn, or Tima? I've been challenged to do a certain Master Yi adventure at a certain level, the challenge, so probably this is the one, but if anyone got any ideas, I'm open for a challenge. Kind of. Not necessarily challenge, but if we just want to see a certain champion first, then anytime. Speaking of Spirit Blossom, I got playlist of Spirit Blossom adventures. I tried to be really creative, so it's a whole playlist, right? Of completing everything on 3 stars and 4 stars. Free to play also. Tried my best to be creative. Let's see what do we have right now. This is... we press compass, right? Oh my god. Mr. Streamer, make up your mind. We press this button, then we see Spirit Blossom, which is not top right, which is not top left, because why? We see 50 rewards, which is insanely huge amount. Callisto Adventure, 50 Spirit Blossom Ari fragments. That's a lot. This probably tells me that we will not receive superior chests, but rather just a lot of fragments. Just huge flat amount of fragments. It means that we, as veterans, will receive a lot of Stardust, probably. And beginners will have enough fragments to get at least, well, 3 stars champion. Spirit Blossom champions are kind of special. Their 3 stars is stronger than average. They are designed this way. They are still about mediocre at 2 stars. Ari, Kindred are not exceptions. They really want 3 stars. And their 3 stars, Spirit Blossom Champions 3 stars, is 200 fragments. That's why I have always been saying that if you didn't have Spirit Blossom Champion, if you missed that event, just wait for it to return. Because it's way too costly and we need to see what will be the rewards. Now we see nice amount of fragments. It used to be like 20. Now it's 50 and probably it will be a lot more. The Callisto adventure itself is harder than the next one. Gotta keep in mind the special rule. Second adventure would be 100 Spirit Blossom Team fragments as a reward. Insane amount of fragments. I wonder if it is 100 fragments like 6 times or maybe we get 50, 50, 50, and then 100, 100, 100. But this should be a fairly easy one. Next we play Seraphine, right? Freestyle solo. This one is actually a pretty fun one. When the player draws or creates in a hand a copy of card they already behold, transform it into new cards of the same type and cost. So this means that, say, if you're playing Po, then the Jinx Relic, you discard your hand and then your hand becomes random. Just random 2 mana cost spells. If you're playing Eking Spirit, then your champion will be transformed into who knows what. If you're playing the Azir strat if you're playing Oath of the Guardian strat with Star Gems, it will be interesting too. So I kind of tried my best to be creative. I've been playing Eking Spirit, I've been playing Eka, I've been playing Leblanc, I've been playing Oath of the Guardians. I tried different stuff and that's a really easy adventure and fun adventure at the same time. Also good experience. Also 150 fragments. Oh boy. It shouldn't really matter which path you go. Here against German we're facing Braum boss. The best strat against Braum would be just stall, do nothing. He could afford that during his first attack. 150 fragments. This adventure you definitely wanna go left path, because on the right one it is Alpha Wildclaw encounter from Lissandra adventure. It has deadly, it rallies every round and it's just insane. Much rather gamble against tempo fight against birds. Press the advantage. I didn't really remember Jarvan's fight as good as I used to, but I do remember that his second round was calculated by devs as an encounter. So Jarvan can be summoned round 2 instantly, and it will try to do so. So your first try might be a defeat, if you're unprepared or if you lost somewhere before that and you got 0 revives left. That might happen. Demacia, Targon, Noxus. So I've been playing Jhin, Samira. I've been playing Yuumi, Morgana. I didn't remember this one. But it seems to me that rewards are kind of the same. It was Swain and Lux probably. And the last one is Tim. I actually didn't play his normal adventure. I don't know if his last boss is the same as in this one. But in this one, Speed Blossom Runic Vessels, oh boy. Just hear me out. Please, do not buy any of this, ever. Alright? This is a scam right now. Runic Vessels, just never ever. Make yourself a tattoo, never buy this one. Speed Blossom chests, I would rather not buy them too. So in this one you definitely wanna avoid Blade Dancers before the first boss. It's a right fight, so always go left. I was playing Volibear as my second adventure, and I completed it somehow. I guess Volibear is alright into Blade Dances because, well, we're getting sigils, but man, it was a lucky one. And second fight, if I recall correctly, you either go to the minefield or where if you target enemy, it will sleep. That's a fun one. Either way, there is a strat to fight against minefield, there is a strat to fight on the left one, and choose wisely. I think minefield should be a bit harder, but there are ways to play around it. Against middle boss, if I only recalled correctly, Ari or Evelyn. Probably, I remember fighting them both, but I think the top one should be easier. I think that would be Evelyn. Huh? Also, after the first fight, there is a trap encounter. That is just... I've lost that like 3 times. So it was bad. It was terrible. Like, enemy will play just for 0 mana, Heisho into 1 turn kill and nothing you could do. The special rule of this adventure is traps. So, combination of traps is mushrooms, flash bombs and nightmares. Sometimes you might get outskilled because enemy summoned nightmare round 1, round 2, and nothing could have been done about that. It might happen. Sadly, you were pranked. It happened to me. Luckily I had a revive and I made a comeback. I think I did. Not sure. I remember that fight. Probably I lost at the last boss fight. It was second Lux. Snorlax, you're pressing buttons. You're pressing F8. So I guess that's it about Spirit Blossom. I hope I didn't forget anything. Now on to the next one. Right over here. What do we have? Congrats. Happy birthday, Runeterra. Runeterra. Complete this quest in honor of LoR's 6th anniversary and you'll be awarded with 6 gold star vessels. Available until May 31st, so don't miss out. So we have about 3 weeks to do it. I don't know. What was that quest? Was it like just play one something? So my loot, it was probably like, it is probably in the bottom of the mail, so I have to open all 166 to get the last one, to get that reward. Also, apparently we are not getting a card back this time. Turn-in 4, turn-in 5, and 6 gold star vessels. I guess. Also, another point. Ahead of the curve. Win a 5+ star adventure on the World Adventures. On Nightmare campaign with Zoe. So this quest is now reverted to play the new champion, 6 weeks. So you have 6 weeks to unlock Zoe, level Zoe, and win via Golisandra fight. Or maybe a 5.5 weekly encounter. That will also count. Might be doable. Now on to the patch notes. I have it over here. Since the game is not loading pictures. So we got Zoe, we got some content change list. Let's first get this one. Scoundrel Hunter, Blah blah, not really interested, changed Relics. Guardian Angel caused issues when it was released and is still causing infinite loop bugs to this day. I honestly thought that if it is infinite loop, then it is featured. Snorlax. Well, apparently it was not meant to be like that. We would have used Deathless, but Guardian Angel was made before Deathless, so we have the solution below. Old start adventures with +1 revive. If this is the first time I've been slain, revive me with 1 health. So back in the day, 1 revive, it wasn't really much. There was a huge quality of life update in the game at one point. So back in the day, revived you with 50% maximum health, I think rounded up. And it was just terrible. You are fighting Azir in Victor Adventure, you are losing at around like 4 or 5, because you are playing 2 stars. And then you revive with half your health and you are just doomed to lose again. It was terrible. Also, reviving sometimes seems to be lowering enemy difficulty. I cannot really confirm it, like it should be some insider information, but it definitely feels like that, because oftentimes, after you have been slain, sometimes just AI has some mercy on you. Like AI challenges one of your creatures or maybe does something silly. It's probably because difficulty was lowered because you died and revived. At least that's my theory. It might be terribly wrong, but I do believe it. And Guardian Angel was changed into +0, +2 and Deathless. Start adventures with +2 revives. +2 revives is pretty good. +0, +2 and Deathless. So we lost the synergy of Deathless and Guardian Angel. I just didn't get the fun of playing Kindred, sadly. I was really hyped about playing LeBlanc and Kindred for a moment. I just didn't get the Deathless Relic. So now we have +0, +2, which is probably, honestly, just a bit better. So now we... Snorlax, you are pressing buttons. That is my chat. Snorlax. I'm reading chat over there. Snorlax. Alright guys. She is sniffing what you're typing, just letting you know. So we are getting +2 health, and now we might be using Starforge gauntlets on several characters that used to or could use Guardian Angel. In my case, it would have been Fiddlesticks. He is 7-6, he will become 7-8, so he's now able to get +1 maximum mana. Who else? Darius? I'm also using Guardian Angel on Volibear, sometimes on Azir, sometimes on Mel, if it really is like required. Couple of other champions too. It's just somewhat normal to have Guardian Angel and double Stalker's Blade if you don't know what to do, so it's alright. We're losing some, we're winning some. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue where missing translation would appear, fixing with Friend Like This Adventure, yeah, so Udyr was appearing on Fiddlesticks Adventure 6.5, and he was missing on Friends Like This Adventure. It was fixed. Template in Rhythm of Despair, fixed an issue with Rhythm of Despair and Outcast Age, that's Diana's first star and third star. So apparently Nightfalls didn't stack correctly. Fixed an issue where an equipment has an item applied to it, so this is about Fate's Hand, the recently added rare relic. Any keyword from the item are not applied to the equipment. So I actually had this in my game. I was playing 13 champion. It might have been Nila, might have been Elder Dragon, it might have been Victor. I've played like 3 or 4 adventures against Aurelion Sol. I do have 2 of them here on YouTube. And you could get, from Fate's hand, you can get champion, you can get obviously a spell or a creature, you might get an equipment, and those equipment items just did not work. You are not getting regeneration, scout, first attack, or challenger, so it was fixed. Good. And that's about the bug fixes, well, at least as they say. I'm pretty sure there was more than that. I know for a fact that we're missing at least some quality of changes over here. I know. I do know. Alright, going to a Zoe starting deck. So when we see a champion in Path of Champions, we are supposed to do some... We're supposed to do some checks, like instantly. First, Found Fortune. How good will it be with Found Fortune? How good this deck will be with Found Fortune? Another one. Starforged Gauntlets. Is it a viable one? Mel's Relic. Will it be viable? Will it be good? Level Up Rally. Will it be good? And at least something else. Of course, we could just come up with different ideas like Warwick's Cruel Experiments or maybe Berserker's Buckle, but still, usually it is Starforged Gauntlets, Found Fortune, and Mel's Relic. At least these 3. Zoe is 1/1, so Starforged Gauntlets are a pass. Found Fortune, once again 1 mana cost, not really as good. Aching Spirit might be interesting. We're playing this creature. We can play this round 1 and the level up of Zoe. So I do remember we were like discussing almost theory crafting what will be the next Argonian champion back in the day before Soraka was released. And I had a list of all the champions. I made them in tier maker. And Targon had, so it was Taric, Aphelios, Zoe, Soraka, and I think someone else. And so I was saying that I wouldn't mind Taric. I don't know why, but like it's really hard to make Taric different from Kael at this point, since Kael's signature spell is Blazing of Targon, and that's also Taric's signature spell just happened to be, so probably we will not see Taric at all. Right? And Bastion is also Taric's spell that you get from getting him as a support champion, so Taric is probably not appearing in Path of Champions this year. Within a year. Aphelios might have been fine. Soraka probably interesting, but way too straightforward. Well, Zoe, in my opinion, was the least probable champion, because authentically she is supposed to get a really cheap, easy, lightweight deck. So how do you make it work? It needs to be high roll oriented, it needs to be Constellation reliant, Relic reliant, and also she is kind of random. Her best and most stable thing is her level 2. Like the moment when she is upgraded from level 1 to level 2, your Nexus gets the thingy, and that's basically a free epic power. The sharing is caring, you're sharing keywords. Nice one. You could play with that. But outside of that, well, it's just way too random. It should be Feast or Famine most likely. Someone, I do not remember who, but there was an idea, like when you manifest and when you choose a card, give it somewhat random item. Could it be common, rare, maybe epic? For 3 stars it probably could have been epic, or maybe it would rather be common and rare at the same time. And by the way, what a coincidence, we got Fate's Hand, we got another relic, the Mayhem something. They all just fit Zoe's playstyle. What a coincidence. Yeah, let's take a look at Zoe. When I level up, get the Sharing is Caring token. Sparkeologist. If you behold a celestial card, which should be easy, it can be outboard, it can be in your hand. Grant ally +1/+1 and spell shield, and enemy cannot do anything in response. So that's a nice one. There is Camp. And she's gone. This guy seems to be a nice blocker round 2, since it will be free to play. Most likely, you're invoking something round 1, or round 2 on your saved spell mana, and he will be playable. Startle Stomper. Overwhelm, expected card in Zoe's deck. She has some voice lines, I think, related to him. Lopin, Telescope. I guess that's a manifested celestial card, but I couldn't see that coming for some reason. Also Fae, a subtype. Faces Catcher, expected. We all expected this card in Zoe's deck. Nice early game, you're always happy to see this one when you're playing Aurelian Sol, and you'll be happy to see this one when you're playing Zoe. Bastion. Spell Shield at burst speed. Like, this is already feel good. That's a great one. You already have a spell shield at this burst speed. You have another spell shield. That's a good protection. Moondreamer. That's... I guess we need a heavy drop. 5 mana drop is heavy now, yeah. Invoke once again. Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Which means that this card will have an upgrade in her Constellation, in her level up upgrades. And therefore Aching Spirit could be a good idea, since we will have a lot of those stuff. Star Powers. Adventure Start. When you're starting adventure, when you're clicking like Start Adventure, grant each celestial card a random item for this adventure. Which means that you do not know what you are playing until you discover that card in a fight. You just do not know. When you're playing, say, Aurelian Sol, and, well, if you're playing the Trinket Relic that gives you random champion with a random epic item, you can see that champion and random epic item at the start of the adventure. This one, unless there are some quality of life upgrades, we cannot know until we discover that card. And there are quite some celestial cards. I actually have it prepared. List of celestial cards. Celestial Herald. +1 starting mana when you invoke or manifest, grant allies +1/+0. So this is a finisher. This should help us to finish the game, to be expected. Grant each celestial card 2 random items for this adventure. So honestly, I do have a tier list for 2-star champions, 3 stars. It will be really hard to decide how good is Zoe at 2 stars and how to compare that to 3 stars, because it's just random. Also, when I'm doing Lissandra and Viega, what will I say? Like, just get lucky? What am I supposed to... I don't know. But that's a spirit of card games, right? You have some stuff, you know the rules, and you're just slamming cards because, well, you can. That's the spirit. I hope it will be playable. I hope it will be alright. Zoe really needs some high rolls, so probably there are some waitings. Who knows? Well, I cannot wait to see the warrior, the 5-mana celestial warrior with challenger 5/5 creature for 5 mana with like power rift. So he will be playable for 3 mana randomly. That would be nice. Or maybe Noma's Medallion. Portal Jump. Your slow celestial spells accelerate too fast. So what do we have? Moon, Silver, Destroyer, Crescent Strike. 3 mana, stun 2. Will be accelerated to fast speed, so it will be used defensively. Supernova will be played at fast speed, so it will be playable in response, but that's 9 mana. Falling Comet. Well, that exists. Meteor Shower, slow speed. Not bad. Moonglow. Give ally spell shield in response. Good. Silence enemy. That's actually something. That will be the skill. Like, this one will probably determine some outcomes. Playing silence in response into enemy attack. Silence that you are getting from a Spacey Sketcher, that might make the difference. And Cosmic Rays, which is, well, you just do not really play this card outside of probably 2 encounters. The one, you need a special rule that makes enemy have 0 power and all health. That could be at Baron Nashor Adventure and just a Weekly Nightmare. Might be playable over there, but otherwise it's just nice picture. So this 4 stars is a bit weird. Probably it is necessary to feel good. Probably it will just mean that you got some opportunities, but it might never mean anything. Crescent Strike, you just need it in the first place, and you might be getting a creature. Who knows? We're getting some cool items on every card. And what could this card have? 50-50 to play me a game, and that's it. Give allies random item. Celestial Herald too. Just like Kai'Sa, just like Azir. She was probably underwhelming during the testing period, and devs decided that you just need more against nightmares, more than just finishing the game. Maybe it is actually necessary. Maybe it's just to make things more beautiful. Grant allies +1/+1. 6 stars. Cool star power, cards you invoke manifest have their cost reduced by half, their base cost rounded up. So 9 mana cost creature will cost 4. 7 cost creature will cost 3. If I understand this correctly. And that's kind of probably is worth 6 stars. So this destroyer will be playable round 2 for 3 mana. Not bad. Celestial Spell Shield. The Magnum Opus Great Beyond. 5 mana. Oh, 4 mana drop will be. It will be nice for a mana drop. 5 mana Scourge to finish the game. Of course, the Golden Sister. Summon 2 creatures, one of them being a lifesteal creature, which is pretty good for level 2 Zoe. Space Puppy, that's how Zoe calls Aurelion Soul. Play, invoke a celestial card that costs 7 or more when you're playing Poppy. Oh, Poppy, Zoe. So you could use Aching Spirit and Gale Force. You play Zoe, you invoke Celestial card, you can find Aurelion Soul on this invoke, you attack, you sacrifice, you play another, and you have a lot of value this way. And this is just an obvious synergy with 6 stars. Well, probably if you have this combo, she will be just about like broken. Probably this will be the most stable that you can get. And it might be good. Which leads to a question, will Zoe actually be good without her signature relic? It's really hard to tell. It's just a pure randomness from the 3 stars. From random items on stuff. Also, you know, it's really interesting that Titanic allies were buffed quite some time ago, so we got new good items on Titanic allies. So, Johnny's Hourglass. Enemy, the creature cannot die. Another one that summon a copy of that. Imagine having 2 Aurelion Souls like that easily. It would be interesting. Now let's jump into the game, the Zoe level ups, and take a look at her Constellation. So we're starting on the left, and then we have a path. To the top it is her 4th star, which blocks the chosen by the stars on support champions. Really good upgrade. Augment, Fated, Empowered 10. Pretty like alright synergy with 2nd star of Zoe. Sounds interesting. +1 reroll for Dragonian champions. What is her upgrade? Where is it? +1 reroll and 4 regeneration. That's pretty good. That's the best that you could get. That's really nice. Super Cool Star Chant and Pedal Star have Mana Potion. Super Cool Star Chant that Zoe generates. So we can summon Zoe for 1 mana, attack, and get the Super Cool Star Chant round 1, which leads to some good stuff. Really good potential. Meteor Shower has and Paddle Star have +4 damage. There might be a reason to get Meteor Shower, but it's really hard to decide before playing. Without 6 stars, this just doesn't sound worth it. It's 8 damage and 5 damage, like, but for 5 mana. Is it really Nightmare viable? Pedal Star? Well, maybe. Spells you acquire in Adventure that cost 3 or more have Invoke. This is a really good one. We might actually be rolling Support Champions just to get a proper spell this way. Also Tragedy. Tragedy that experience is so far away. Like, why do we have this one first? Not first? Is it not first? Wait, is it connected? Can we go from here to here? Oh, if we can, that's alright. Then that is nice. Then that is alright. Starting deck. That's how it looks. Mel Relic check. Bastion or Sleepy Trouble Bubble. So if we use Aching Spirit and Mel's Relic and cut Bastion, then her Sleepy Trouble Bubble will cost 0. Sadly, it's not Celestial, so it will never be a fast speed. Champion level. Tomber has +1/+1. That's to be expected. I could have also expected him to have toughness, so that would be synergy with Zoe to star upgrade. Not to star upgrade, to level 2 upgrade. More keywords, but now that's a pretty nice for like 2 stars Zoe in normal campaign. Moondreamer, the heavy drop, has Challenger, and Behold the Infinite has Pyromantic Wake. Behold the Infinite is the card that level 2 Zoe generates on Nexus Strike. Costs 0. It has deal 3. Bastard has Solid Spear. I'm not sure how it works with Get Swole. Will it be 2 different sources or 1 source? Will it be +1/+1 and +2/+2 and +2/+2 and +2/+2, or +3/+3 into +2/+2? I do not really remember. Telescope has Chain Vest. Actually expected that to be a belt, but that's pretty good too. Defensive unit has Barrier. It will be truly good to defend ourselves round 2. Arcane Knowledge. When I summon, draw a spell. Not bad. This creature is played at 3 mana. We might get Bastion and we will have a plan on next round. Moondreamer has Regeneration, so that's how you are solving your early game. Well, mid game, I guess. You're playing this creature as early as possible. You pick enemy to challenge and then you regenerate. Alright, sounds like a plan. Sleepy Trouble Bubble with Summoning Beacon, which means that Echoing Spirit probably isn't really that good. I would much rather have 1 2-drop than 2 1-drops, honestly. Usually. It's like it gives you better odds. And Behold the Infinite that has Invoke deals 3 more. This one I'm not sure if we will see. And Space's Catcher has Tech Evolution. Just, well, the only upgrade on that card, why not? Level 27 this time actually matters. Bastion has Mana Potion, which is really interesting. It will help. Any Relic synergies? Anniversary quest disappeared. Yeah, mine too. I don't know if it is completed or not. Big guns, Black Shield. Nope, 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 nope. Deck of Destiny. So I do have the pay-to-play Relic tier list for beginners, for endgame. I think I will update it and create a new one this month. Well, we got to do that. But in TLDR, if you have like no epic relics, maybe a 3, 4, 5 if you're just playing less than maybe half a year and you got nothing, then Deck of Destiny is alright to have. It's a fun relic, it gives you certain opportunities, gives you stats, so that's alright. If your collection is kind of good, rich, if your collection of epic relics is rich, then this is like a tier 2, lowest tier 2. So it can be fun, it might have potential, but there is just no need. You have enough generic relics that will be better, like Beast Within, Spell Shield, Echoing Spirit, and other stuff. Disciple of Shadows, no. Echoing Spirit, maybe. Emotional Support Beer, well, not sure about this one. Fear Cleaving Axe. So, Zoe levels up. We got Sharing is Caring, and if we find a way to resummon Zoe, then everyone will get spirit, and then we will attack and boost all units and grant them just yet another spirit. Like, that sounds alright. That sounds like something that you might wanna do. In normal campaign, in well, below 6 stars it should be alright. Fallen Fortune, Frozen Tomb, full build, Harmless Scarecrow, why not? Hidden Tome, Living Weapon, Oath of the Guardians, that is definitely the option. You really wanna play Star Gem and Oath of the Guardians, so Zoe will be +1/+1. You're getting new different names, sounds good. Soraka has Silence spell that has Droid Champion, so Soraka is really nice with Oath of the Guardians. Zoe is 1 mana cost, and you might get 4 mana discount for a new champion, which means that even if you get a 7 mana drop like Malphite, it will be playable round 2. So Oath of the Guardians looks alright, you just need the source for Droid Champion, and that is golden. Probably not. Renewing Power, well, it might be alright, but it just takes time to... It's probably not a good idea. Sacred Technique, Shock and Awe, Spectral Scissors, Spells... Well, Weaver's Symphony. It will help you to level up, but that's just... really not much. That shouldn't be an option. Spirit of the Buddha. Zoe will get Overwhelm, Quick Attack, Fury, and she will, if once again, if we play Fear Cleaving Axe, Spirit of the Boru, and we leveled up Zoe, then our units will have a lot of keywords, but like, is it worth it? That definitely sounds fun, but is it worth it? Tech deck should be good in normal campaign. Starforge Gauntlets now, Strength of Stone now, Beast Within. I don't think that is a good one. Brilliant Blade. Why does it even exist? Archangel Staff probably is a good one. Zoe is playable round 1 and we will get a lot of mana. Bloodbrand. Not sure about this one. Chemtech Duplicator. Sounds a bit wrong. Condenser. This one might be interesting. Celestial units might be... it might be profitable in some cases. This one needs some experiments. Fate's Hand. Add 2 random cards to your deck. Grant each one common, rare and epic item. So you can get anything from this. You can get champions, equipment, creatures. This is definitely what we're having fun with during level Zoe. Gale Force. I don't think that's a good option if you wanna level up Zoe, because you will be shuffling and she must see you playing 10 cards with different names. Guardian Angel is definitely always an option. Guardian's Orb with Guardian Angel, oh, yeah, that could work. Guardian's Trinket. Heart of Gold. Well, if your legend level is pretty low, then why not? Hymn of Follower, probably not. Makeshift Mayhem. Play Zoe, create 3 random cards in your hand, they cost 1 and are fleeting. That's another relic that we are supposed to have some fun with when we're leveling, so it will be just complete random. Pack a Punch. I really want to see the Fair Cleaving Axe and Pack a Punch. I think I will play like Gnar probably next week to see how it goes. Riptide Battery, Star Gem, Berserker's Buckle when I level up stun all enemies, Creator's Gatebreaker. Well, that's a possibility. Like, we can grant Zoe +2 attack and then double Creator's Gatebreaker. And that way we will get So if we have mana flow and that upgraded gives it mana potion, then we're playing Zoe. We have 3 just random relics, double gate breaker, and we discover some cool stuff. Might be interesting. Equalizer. Definitely a choice. Definitely an option. Grand General's counterplan probably unnecessary. No, don't think so, don't think so. Turret Latent always an option. Voidborn Carapace always an option. Wicked Harvest always an option. Dream of Yordles. Sounds like a nice one too. For a budget Zoe build. Chameleon Snake Lace. More pay-to-play relics. Ascended, Ephemeral, Spell Shield, Champion Spears, Cruel Experiments, Harpoon, Defense spending Toughness on your Nexus. Well, that's like a rare power. I'm Tech. If I'm a dragon, otherwise grant me Fury. Still not a dragon. Essence Theft. When you recall another unit, grant me +1/+1 power. Game start, create a Homecoming in hand, and grant it double time watch, which is round end, reduce my cost by 1. If you just randomly happen to have this relic, that might be an option to protect yourself in nightmares. So if enemy is not fearsome, oh my god, there is so much foreign my on the keyboard. Snorlax. So we play Zoe round 1 and do nothing. Then next round enemy attacks with at least 2 creatures, we block 1, we recall Zoe and recall another creature. This way we have invested 1 into Zoe, then we summon Zoe, that's another one, then Homecoming for 3 mana, and we have saved us like 10 something health. That might be a combo, but Essence Theft is such a that's a DT relic, pretty much. And D means do not. Frost Breath. Great Talents. Hextech Rifle. Wait, Great Talents. Great Talents. When you play 6+ base cost unit. Base cost. So at 6 stars, that can be complete for fun build, technically. But man, we need 6 stars, we need your signature relic. We need something like Gale Force, Aching Spirit for a lot of Zoes. Aching Spirit or Gale Force, your relic, Great Talents to just summon into summon. No, I disbelieve that is a good one. Inner Waiting Locket, Jace, Hextech Battery. Well, once again, if your collection is not really that rich, Hextech Battery is a really good epic relic. Getting 3 mana back on level up, maybe rally on your level up, stun all enemies on your level up, that's really good. Troy Follower that costs 2 or less, and granted Targon's Brace. When I deal damage, impact, perfect hex core, when ally dies, when you level up an ally champion, summon Lux. So we level up Zoe, Lux is summoned, and we get Barrier for everyone, right? Then Garen is summoned, and then Galio, and everyone gets Formidable, and then it's just not like that. Queen's Embrace, that's a nice one. Spirit Impact, that's a nice one. Evolve to everyone, your Cleaving Axe. We're basically playing Elise at that point, but with extra steps. Quick Attack, round start, get Scout, Nightfall. regenerate. Searing Brilliance might be a nice choice. Siphoned Sorrow. Round start, I steal up to 3 health from random enemy unit, it cannot drop below 1. Might be an option, just if you happen to have this one, might be an option. Siren's Call, Evelyn. That's a bit too many extra steps. Space Puppy, of course, good. Swain's Raven Army, unnecessary, but like, once again, if you're a beginner and have no epic relics, draining 5 from enemy nexus is like healing 5, so that makes difference. Play. Stun an enemy. Strongest enemy, so that's just a Everfrost and you get +0 +2. +2 +0 and Challenger. Deep. That's actually probably not bad. Giving everyone +3 +3 just for fun. Whisper. You're stunning a lot, but no. Yeti Spotting Guide. Shuffle 3 snowballs. I feel like not really many pay-to-play epic relics are alright. We will see. Man, Equalizer sounds so appealing. Sounds so interesting. Was it all about Zoe? I still do have one thing to tell. I do have one thing to show. This one. So I'm playing Udyr. We got Time and Dedication. We got 2 of those in hand. We got 2 stances, just to see how it works. We got Samira, that is yet not played. She's in hand, she's baseline 2/2 unbuffed. And we got 2 Siphoning Strikes that I just luckily happened to find. I'm showing that I have Time and Dedication to test it. I got Sacred Technique for doubling stats. I got Get Swole right behind me. That's the usual one. And we got all the spells. Udyr, we're not buffing Udyr. We're just buffing other units. Udyr's 1-star and 3-star is when you're playing stance, ground ally +1/+1, so that always happens. Okay, so Time and Dedication. Did I say that the order was changed? Did I say that the order was changed? That it used to be you grant ally a buff, then it doubles the stats from Sacred Technique, and only then you get +2 from Get Swole. The order was changed. Now you get +2 flat first, and then you get the twice as much. So it used to be +1/+1, double that to +2 +2, Get Swole for a +4 +4 in total. Now it is +1/+1 into 3/3 into 6/6 total. 6/6. The order of them working was changed. It was always like that. I'm about to check Ornn too. Stance. So Udyr's 3 stars is when you give ally stance, granted +1/+1 the creature, and then stance grants you +2 +2. Then it used to be twice that much because of Sacred Technique, and then +2 +2 for Get Swole. So it will be a 1 +2 doubled +2, which is 7. Now it is different. Now it is +1/+1, then +2 +2 and Get Swole +2 +2 again, and then double for 4 times 2. So it will be 9/9. This will become 14/12. 14/12. And then we attack and we get the Ripped Essence. Well, I have 2 stances, so we will do that again, just to make sure that we caught everything. So it used to be +7/+7, now this is +1/+1 and +8/+8. This will be now +6/+6 instead of +4/+4. And also look at that quality of life. Do you remember how much time it takes to get everything buffed? Now everything is buffed at the same time. You're no longer waiting. Man, I used to wait like 2 minutes when I was fighting Kai'Sa, when I had Udyr's signature spell, slow but steady, get Swole, second get Swole. I legit was waiting at least a minute. Like, I could go to bathroom, come back, and we will be still playing at 3x speed. I think I didn't really miss anything, did I? So we got Spirit Blossom review, we got Zoe covered, and we have discussed at least one undocumented change.